I'm JumpSplat120 and we are playing Departed. It's me, the guy who records in the middle of the night. For once, I'm not recording too late. It's only 11. I should really probably record at actual hours of the day. And believe you me, I actually did attempt to record at an appropriate hour earlier today, but ended up getting distracted because I was designing sort of plans for my witchery setup. So I have two papers full of information right now. The first paper basically has a couple of notes that say what I need to do, as well as everything that I need for a poppet. So the poppet needs and you need all of that just for the poppet. And then if you want a poppet protection table, poppet shelf, you need green wool, nether brick, and attuned stones, which is actually pretty easy. It's just whiff of magic and diamonds. So it's mainly just kind of expensive. There is the only problem. But yeah, so fun. But on top of all of that, I designed the witchery setup that I want. Right? It's a very cool little setup, and I actually want to work on it. But one of the main things that the witchery setup has is this flower called the Julia, I believe. It's not too complicated. Pink, purple, and gray petals, as well as a rune of air and rune of water from Botania. But what that does mean is we need a Botania setup, which we don't have. So, step one, obviously, is a rough layout of the witchery area that we want. And then step zero is to go to bed, so it's daytime. Then step one is to design the witchery area. And then step two is to design the Botania area and actually make it functional. The witchery area that I'm going to design right now, it doesn't need to be functional. It just needs to be a proof of concept, basically. Because it's kind of, I don't want to say down the line, but we're not doing it right now. It's just a lot of stuff. I just read it off. If you don't think that's a lot of stuff, you're fucking insane. So one of the things that the witchery area does need is a lot of space, but it also needs room downward. So we can't put it up here because that'll just dig straight into our base. Although, if we set it up right, we could have it, we could kind of have it like go off in this direction, right? And then if it's over here, it could just tunnel straight down here. And then now, oh, we should totally fucking do that. That's what we should do. So let's add a waypoint right here and call it edge. So that's the edge of our base. And what we can do is we can go up top and start marking things out with cobblestone. And I designed the entire thing in Creative, so I kind of know how I want it already. But what we want is to chop this tree down first. There we go. And then what we want is we want a 7 by 7 circle, basically. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So if this is the edge, right, we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, right? And then 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wish I had an excavator. This would be nice to clear everything out. I need to put redstone on everything. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it goes 1. Oh shit, that's not right. It goes like that, and so it goes all the way around. And that makes the center right here. Right, yep, right here. This is the center. And so then the altar would go right here. And this whole area would be empty. Blam. Done and done. I have had problems with fire spreading. Even when they are clearly contained, they still seem to spread. So I want to make a second room for it. That's just my thing. I'm just very uncomfortable with fire in Minecraft, because it tends to like jump gaps that don't exist and like magically teleport across things. Ticks me off. So yeah, so that's all we're really going to do for that. Unless the altar itself is an easy thing to make. Yeah, see, so then we need to Mutandis it up, and to make Mutandis we need, what was it, Netherwort? Exile of the Horned Ones. We need to get our Witch's Oven set up. It's a hassle. We're not doing that right now. Ultimately because a lot of the build centers around that one flower, the Juju flower, and we don't have a Botania set up at all. So I want to start Botania, and luckily, although it is a natural looking mod, you don't actually have to do it above the ground or on grass or anything. You can do it anywhere as long as you have a little bit of grass to plant things. And to be honest, you don't even need grass to plant things, because you can put them on floating flowers, which is literally just any flower, a piece of dirt, and a pasture seed, which is just mana and grass. So obviously you need to get some mana first, but that's fine, super fine. So let's finish eating. There we go. And then let's work. Oh, actually, let's put everything away first. I have this fantastic setup in mind for do I have a witchery? I don't even have a witchery chest, do I? Let me make a witchery chest. I have this fantastic setup in mind for Botania. We do need a bunch of flowers, obviously. We need to start getting flowers. But I think as a basic mana generating setup, I have some stuff in mind, which should help speed things along, I think. So seeds go in here. Bone meal, I think, can go in there as well. And then these are going to come out, because I'm going to look for them later and not know where they are. And then also, I know we have, see, I went and I made more signs accidentally. Let's call this witchery. So I'm like, it's not Botania, it's not Botania, it's not Botania. Drop that off, keep that, move that. Don't need that. I don't really need the chisel, but we'll put it there. So, putting all that away, now what we need to do is we need to make our Botania setup. So we'll grab another stack of cobble and start laying things out, because our Botania setup will be quite simple. the very first thing we need to do, the very first thing you always need to do is make yourself a petal apothecary and a wand of some variety. So we can do that real easy. A petal apothecary. Now let's turn all of these into petals, because they're just no use to us in flower form. There we go. Oops. We don't have the whole spectrum of colors yet, so I think I'm gonna go with black and purple, just because they're the two that I have the most of. But first, we need to make this. But not that, we'll use black. Or no, we'll use a purple. I meant for the wand, and then I remembered you need living wood for that. So, okay, so we got our petal apothecary. We need to figure out where we're gonna set up for Botania. Like I said, it can be underground, so I think we'll just have it underground. Like, there's no reason for it to be somewhere complicated. Let's just go this way, I think. Fuck it. Like I said, it doesn't need to be too far away. Oh my god, that's so good! Ding, 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 motherfucker. It's way too easy to clear runes. Blam. I'm giving myself a generous amount of room, because the one thing I hate is when you're trying to, you know, make a setup of some variety and then you run out of space. And then you have to sort of haphazardly fix it down the line, which just never works out. And there you have it. Woo, okay, that took a while. But we don't have the roof done, but we do have the floor, sort of. I haven't patterned it. Right now it's literally just limestone with a different sort of trim on the edge. That is it. But limestone's cool because all of these, literally you could replace any of these with any one of these. Maybe not that one, but basically you could replace with any one of these and it'll look great. It'll look really cool. So now I think what I want to do is some sort of pseudo-random pattern with damaged limestone tiles just scattered throughout French limestone, the two French limestone tiles just sort of scattered about randomly throughout here and just sort of break up the monotony bit. I think that's kind of what I want to do, but I don't want to do it tonight because it is midnight. And I do want to get to bed at some respectable hour for once in my life. But our 4 pure daisies chewed through the almost stack of wood and then almost 5 stacks of stone that we had. So now we can go ahead and make ourselves our wand, which is going to be black and white, I think, actually. I was going to do black and purple, but now I have so many white, I'm going to do black and white. That's right. But first, we need to get ourselves a crafting table down there. Gotta have crafting tables everywhere. We don't have one. Oh, shit. Do we not have any more wood? Right. That's because I just turned it all into living wood. I'm bright. I knew that.